the Food Scholar channel. My name is Derek, your food scholar, and we're gonna go ahead and review superfoods. So that's the name for foods, combination foods, and just things that I find that are good for you. All right, so today we have the durian. All right, durian is a really common fruit in Asia. Don't get it confused with the jackfruit. I'll post a picture of the jackfruit so you guys can see it. But if you notice right off the bat, this thing is spiky. My hand's actually hurting from holding it. So if you got an ex that you don't like, you can probably throw this at them. Don't do that. I don't advise you to do that. That's assault. All right, so durian, if you guys may have heard about it before, it's probably because it stings, right? If you ever been to the gym and you didn't, put away your socks, this is what it smells like. So the smell is actually a mixture of old gym socks, scallions, and probably the sweetest thing that you've ever smelled. But the thing about it is it's super nutritious, right? It has lots of vitamins, minerals, fibers, all kinds of stuff to make you feel good. So let's get into it. So they call the durian the superfood because it has vitamin A's, vitamin C's, vitamin E's, lots of fiber, there's iron inside of it, potassium, all kinds of good stuff. All right, so we'll get into that later in the video, but right now I want to go ahead and talk about the durian, where it comes from, and some of the other fun facts about it. They call durian the king of fruits, but if you crack this baby open, it's custardy, it's sweet, it just melts in your mouth, right? They love, in Thailand, they love taking it, making it into ice creams and desserts, durian and sticky rice. They'll even make it into curry. So this fruit right here has a lot of uses and it's really popular. So again, if you guys are from Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, China, you guys already know what this is. You guys have already been eating it. So what you have to know is we're actually going to talk about why it's good for you. So first off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack this thing open. So if you notice here in the durian, there's a little spot right there, right? That's like the center of it. There's little lines coming out from it. You're gonna stick the knife in there, you're gonna crack it open, and we're gonna see what's inside of it. So this is actually not a fresh durian, it's frozen. It's actually really hard to get fresh durian outside of Asia because it's, one, really stinky, and most people don't like it. And two, it's because, trying to get it out of customs and whatnot makes it really difficult because it really doesn't grow here in North America and most other countries because it needs a tropical climate. So if you're in, the jungles, good luck. You can probably find some fresh durian. It's actually native to Borneo, right? So Malaysia, Indonesia, everywhere. And Thailand is actually the largest producer of durian. So it traveled across the oceans, got spread around. People just love it. So anything that kind of gets transplanted from one country to another country must be pretty good for you. All right, well, let's get this thing open. So I advise a few things before you get started. One, check to see if you got a fresh durian. I'm gonna assume this one's fresh because it's frozen. I don't know if that actually makes it fresh. Might make it pretty bad. But so one thing you can check is you can tap it and you hear a dull thudding noise. And another thing you can do is you can hold it up to your ear and shake it. This is actually still kind of frozen. I should probably have defrosted it more, but we'll find out how this goes. So you're not gonna hear a whole lot of rattling, but if this thing was a fresh durian and you shook it, you should hear it actually kind of moving a little bit. If it's moving too much, it's not ripe enough. And if it's not moving at all, that means it's too ripe. So an overripe durian can be really, really sweet, really mushy. So you kind of got to get the sweet spot with these things. But yeah, let's get to it. So take my cloth so I don't stab my hand, right? Like this. So again, I'm gonna find my little spot here, right? So I'm gonna look for my little 5 lines. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. So you guys might not be able to see it on the camera. So maybe later on in the show notes, you guys can see it. I'll actually maybe try to get another one, maybe more fresh durian, and we'll go ahead and try it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stab this thing. Stab it real good. All right, so when you get to about 2 inches into the fruit, All right, you're gonna wanna go ahead and just start twisting, and the fruit should break open if you get along those lines. So if you guys can see where I made that cut there, right, it's actually starting to open up. And from there, you just kind of twist the knife. Turn it over. I'm gonna get my knife in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start breaking it open. Look at that. Oh man, it's already starting to open up. I can smell it. It smells great. All right, we're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna open this thing up. All right, so once you get to a good enough place, it's advised that you actually break this thing open with your hand. Kind of savage, right? Put it on my knees here. Yeah, you see it just coming up. Yeah, so note to self, make sure it's a little more defrosted before you crack this thing open, but it's great. Now we got durian ice cream. All right. Oh, look at that, it just fell out. Pretty easy, right? Stuff is great. All right, so here we have a ripe durian. It's nice, it's soft, it's a little frozen. Probably could have waited a little bit, but I had to make this video. So nice, smells great. It's gonna be delicious. We'll get to that. So what I want to go and talk about now that I got it open is some of the benefits of durian and what makes it so great, right? So first and foremost, it has lots of iron. It's very, like I said, it has fiber in it. Like most fruits have fiber, which is great for your digestion. And along with that, it has lots of potassium. So for people who look at getting, more meat and take iron supplements, if you don't like those chalky pills, durian's gonna help you out there. So also with the iron and potassium is gonna help with depression and your sleep. So if you got sleep problems, hey, have some durian ice cream before you go to bed. Why not? Superfoods help remove free radicals, and the free radicals are gonna help move cancer, right? So it's gonna help you fight cancer. It's gonna help you get rid of those free radicals, which can cause mutations in your cells, in your bodies. All right, so let's dig into it. All right, so I'm gonna open this up. You can kind of see, yeah, see that? That's the fiber that I was talking about. Really nice. And if you notice, they have these, really nice seeds in them. I'm gonna pull out one of these seeds. Right, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's a seed. That's a pretty big seed. It's like a rock. Imagine if you bit into that and you weren't paying attention. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of this. All right, guys, this is the Food Scholar signing out. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, subscribe down below. I'm gonna keep making content, keep delivering you superfoods, and we're just gonna keep the ball rolling. Food Scholar out.